So, welcome to today's version of Let's Make Everybody Lose Their Shit, right? So, this right here is where Hegseth just ordered the establishment of rapid reaction forces, for crowd control. 20,000, troops being trained over 50 states. The states already have rapid reaction forces inside of their guards, and it's usually used for emergencies. Um, they were used in the 70s during Vietnam, like at the end of Vietnam. And that's where Kent State came in. And there's been a lot that has taken place since Kent State as far as like how to do crowd control and how to do de escalation training, uh, you know, um, how to de escalate conflict. So when they do shit like this, it doesn't change the base fact that the guard is used per the state. And that's where all these court cases are coming in right now in Chicago and Portland and LA, where you're seeing all this pushback about like, why are they there? And guys like Bavino, who's the Border Patrol chief doing Operation Midway Blitz in Chicago, is now having to do daily reports to a judge because he wasn't obeying court orders not to throw tear gas and stuff. And so now he's under supervision. In Portland, you now have an en banc hearing that's going to take place with 11 Ninth Circuit judges who are basically going to hear the Portland case about whether Trump can send a guard into Portland. And their original decision to allow him to do that was based on faulty information that the DOJ gave them. And so now they're probably going to get their pee smacked about that. And that's going to get turned off as well. So a lot of these things will probably wind up going to the Supreme Court. And can the president, just send National Guard wherever he wants, whenever he wants, for no real reason, for no real basis? And then that's where things get interesting if it goes there. But this whole creation and training and to have these forces ready by like January 1st of 2026, the goal is to make you afraid to vote. It's to make you scared to vote because they're going to put National Guard, especially in the red states, right? In blue areas in red states, they're going to send the National Guard out there. And it's to make you afraid. And there will be these little groups, like these election monitoring groups and protect the vote, kind of people, just like they fucking did in 2020. And they're going to play that game again. So just be aware of that. There's so much bluster and so much bullshit from these guys, and they try to make people afraid. That is their entire game. So be aware of what they're trying to do, what they can do, and what it means. They're trying to make you afraid to vote. They can't stop you from voting. They can't. That's where the courts come in. And the courts have been doing a lot of pushback on this, just like they did in 2020. And a lot of those things were settled, where, Trump lost like 60 of 61 cases. And what it means is you got to vote. Like, if you just want this bullshit to end, you got to vote. And 2026 is the big litmus test. And I keep saying this. If you didn't vote in 24, it's the redemption tour. In 26, fucking vote. Fucking, if you didn't vote, please fucking vote. Because your life is not getting any better. And I'm not saying it'll get exponentially better if you go in 26, but it won't get that much worse because he's going to be cut off at the knees without a House and Senate. Hopefully both. So please fucking vote. But the National Guard is not your enemy. They're going to make it like the National Guard's enemy, and it's not. And I will continue to say that. So just be aware. Okay, thanks.